Hey guys, and welcome to Simmys Secrets. Today's topic of discussion is all about how to identify what a narcissist is and how to get over emotional abuse that a narcissist has inflicted upon you. A narcissist can be your partner, it can be a parent, it can be a friendship, it can be any type of person. However, in this video, I'm going to focus on a narcissist being your partner. So, if you have came out of a relationship where you've already identified that the person was a narcissist, then thumbs up to you because you are a survivor. And if you're tuning in to either identify whether your partner is a narcissist and you're currently in an emotionally toxic, abusive relationship, then you're about to be a survivor. And I'm going to run through some tips on how to identify if your partner is a narcissist and what you can do when you're facing this situation. So today I have my notebook to hand just because I do want to be very in detail with what I'm going to say in this video. It is important to realize that narcissistic abuse is a form of emotional abuse because you will literally feel as if your energy is sucked out of you. They are like emotional vampires. They will put you down, you will have low self-esteem, low confidence, and you will literally feel as if the person you were when you first met them is not the person who you are today. But not to worry, I will help you through this situation. If you do want online coaching, then please feel free to reach out to me. And also please like, please subscribe, and also comment on whether or not you're a survivor or not. So basically, narcissists are emotional abusers and they feed off narcissistic supply. So if you're in a relationship with them, that basically is you, and they've identified you as being a good source of supply. So what do I mean by being a good source of supply? They tend to choose you, you don't choose them. So they choose their victims, and the way they choose their victims includes focusing on someone who's really strong, focusing on someone who's in the limelight. They might be an influencer, they might be a YouTuber, they may be doing really well for themselves, they may have an amazing business, and they feed off this person. The reason why narcissists go for this person is because it makes them look good. It shows, from a social point of view that, you know what, look who I'm with, look who I'm chilling with, and it makes their own profile really become upgraded. So at the start, you will feel like, you know what, they're so into you because they really acknowledge all these amazing traits and talents that you have. But please be warned, this is the love bombing phase. So I'm first of all going to identify how narcissists are formed. So if you're literally starting in a new relationship, please find out how this person was raised from childhood. And it is so important because narcissists are not born that way. They literally have been conditioned from childhood. This will make them grow up to basically inflict that pain that they got during childhood on you. So please do not feel sorry for them if they are treating you in this particular way. So basically, because narcissists have been severely abused since they were children, the way that this narcissist from a young child has really tried to disconnect from the abuse that they were suffering is to mentally disconnect. So what they have done is they are trying to portray themselves as their best self in a best image. They're always trying to kind of win over their parents' approval from a young age. But because they were literally never able to get that approval and their parents had always put them down or shunned them down, they've emotionally disconnected from their real self to basically show this fake self. And this fake self is someone who's going to say, oh, I'm always right, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. And they're really going to always be bigging themselves up in order to really recover from the abuse that they faced as a child. So now let's identify how a narcissist will treat you within a relationship. So I've already referred to the love bombing phase. So this is where you feel like you have met Prince Charming, and I mean Prince Charming. He will text you a lot, he will ring you all the time, he will want to know every single little detail about you. And I don't mean over the space of 1 to 3 months, which is normal. I'm on about within the first couple of days and within the first couple of weeks. They fall in love very, very quickly. It is normal for them to say to you that I love you within a week, and please do not believe them. I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, I found the one, I found Prince Charming, he's amazing, he texts me, he rings me, he wants to really, you know, bring me around his family and friends. Please do not get fooled, because this is the love bombing phase and it will turn out completely different if they are a narcissist. So after the love bombing phase, and they tell you and they play that game of 21 questions with you, this is to identify insecurities about yourself and to identify what triggers you emotionally, so they can use this against you later on down the line. So for example, say you've had an ex who's cheated on you, say you're very insecure about a certain part of your body, say for example you don't feel competent, they will literally be taking notes and they will use this against you. So please be really wary of the information that you're telling anyone when you first meet them. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve, and this is really easier said than done, because I'm the type of person who literally wears my heart on my sleeve. I think everyone's a good person, but please be warned, because it can really negatively affect you. So after that emotional hook, they will then move on to the controlling phase. They will ring you up at ridiculous times during the night when you're out. They will constantly want to know where you are, who you're with, if you're with the opposite sex, who you're talking to, what you're dressed like. They will literally tell you you cannot go out wearing that dress, or you can't post a specific photo looking like that. And you know what? It's okay and it's cute for someone to kind of want to know where you are, but that's like once during the night, and there needs to be trust. If they're constantly ringing you up or constantly accusing you of cheating, that is a real key factor. If they're constantly accusing you of cheating when you haven't done anything wrong, or even gave them the indication of doing anything wrong, then that is a real warning sign that they may be a narcissist. After they have gotten that control over you and you've allowed it to happen, they will literally use every single piece of information and every insecurity that you have about yourself against you. And this will be slowly over time. They will slowly erode your confidence. They will make small little remarks about you. They'll put you down. They will kind of say that a talent that you have that is so important to yourself, that you feel like really defines you and is your unique selling point as a person, is a talent that everyone has, and everyone has that, and you're no special. And they will literally do it in an indirect way. And an example I can give you is, for example, if everyone comes up to you and says, oh, you're so beautiful, you're this, I love your outfits, they literally, so people around you are so positive about you, they will literally manipulate the situation and say to you, oh, they probably say that to everyone, and they'll like brush it off, and they won't actually realize your true value. Whereas if you have a partner, they will be like, you know what, babe, you are beautiful, you know what, babe, you're this, you're stunning. They will literally uplift you. They won't indirectly put you down. So it can be very subtly putting you down, and this is in order to feed their own ego and to make themselves feel bigger, because the more they put you down, the more they can see you're hurt and you're sad and you're crying and you're angry, the more they're getting a kick out of it. Now guys, it gets worse. So if you argue with no narcissist and you literally have a discussion about your feelings and you want to talk to someone about it, of course you're going to talk to your partner. That's normally your first point of call. They will manipulate the whole situation so that what you wanted to talk about is no longer the topic of discussion. Instead, it is something completely different. Either you're getting blamed, they're very, very defensive, and they don't acknowledge that they've done wrong. And if they do acknowledge that they've done wrong, it will never be long lasting. It will only be very short lived. And once again, this is to really keep that control over you and to really keep you emotionally hooked. Another thing about being with a narcissist is you will feel emotionally drained and you will feel very lonely. Every time you want to talk about your feelings to someone, they will not be there. And if they are there, they will be putting you down during that time and make you feel even more worse and even more alone. So please be aware of this in order to identify if they are a narcissist. So if they outright tell you, I don't care for your feelings, or they tell you to shut up, or your feelings are irrelevant, they are most likely to be a narcissist. And please believe them when they say this. They're not just saying it for a joke, it's the truth. They genuinely don't care. And one thing that I will literally point out to you in order to identify if someone is a narcissist, look at their eyes. If their eyes are like very wide open, rather than like normal, like squinted, but if they're very wide open like that, and they're literally and I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but if they're very wide open, that is how to identify a narcissist. And it is weird to think like that, but it is so true, and I've done my research on this as well. So basically, you won't see that all the time. Majority of the time the eyes will be normal, but if they're really pissed off with you, if they're really angry at you and you're in a debate and you're face to face, watch their eyes. If their eyes are literally like that, like literally, it's as if their eyes are staring into your soul and they're so angered because you've caused them a narcissistic injury by basically telling them how you feel, because feelings to them are irrelevant, feelings to them don't even exist. They will have their eyes so wide open, and it will literally symbolize that they do not have a soul, because I've seen this for myself, and it's literally like you're looking at someone and you can go like that and it's as if they don't even have a soul when you're talking to them. Another way to really identify if you're with a narcissist is if you feel the need to record your conversations, or you are constantly repeating arguments that you've had to your friends and family, and your friends and family are literally sitting there thinking, what are you doing? Or you constantly feel like you're confused. That is a way to really realize that you are suffering from narcissistic abuse, because this person is distorting your reality. They're constantly going to manipulate any situation to make it your fault, and you will feel as if you're very confused. And this confusion can go into many areas of your life. You can really be confused with the friends you have around you. You can be confused with the jobs you want to go into, or like you can be so confused about just life in general, because they're constantly telling you that your reality is not your reality. Now this is the most important thing to remember, and it is all about your health. If you feel like your health is eroding, you're constantly tired, you've got headaches, you're suffering from anxiety, and please meditate if you are suffering from anxiety. If you have that, you just have like a gut feeling that something is wrong, and you've gone to the doctors and you're starting to get health issues, you are with a narcissist. And please just get out. It is so dangerous, because they're constantly inflicting negative energy upon you, and it's going to affect your health, and you may not even realize it. You may just think, oh, you're not eating healthy, you won't even be going to the gym as normal, you won't even be meeting friends, you won't have energy to do anything, and this is because you're suffering from narcissistic abuse. Also, another thing, you will lose friends around you, because this person is constantly interfering with times you're going out. You will literally be so down, you'll be so upset, and they will do it according to when you're about to go out, so that you don't have an enjoyable time. And people are not going to want to be around a negative person, so you will lose friends as a result of this. And in extreme cases, you can lose your job, because you will be so depressed, so down, so upset, because you're constantly not being heard, your feelings are not acknowledged by your partner. And it is so important that your partner acknowledges your feelings and talks to you and makes sure that you're okay. But this person outright does not care, or will make the situation worse, and you will go into work not feeling as if you can perform. You'll be very confused, you'll probably be messing up a lot in your job, and you can lose your job. So once again, please get out if these signs are present. Another way to identify if you're dealing with a narcissist is that you will be in a love triangle. The narcissist will always have another girl or someone within that triangle with you, and you won't even realize it because it will be so subtle. Someone's name will keep appearing, or someone will keep commenting on their photos, or someone will literally be popping up and they'll be indirectly talking about this person and maybe even comparing you to them. And the narcissist does this, and majority of the times they're cheaters. They will be cheating on you, or they will maybe be even talking to multiple people, and you'll constantly feel insecure. And when you tell other people that, you know what, I feel insecure, I'm having trust issues, and then you react and you look through their phone, or you contact people on their Instagram, or whatever it is that you've done, you will look like the bad person, because people will not believe you. So it is important to really keep anything that you're doing within this moment of time when you have these insecurities to yourself. And also another thing is, when you're talking to your friends and family about this person being a narcissist, you may also feel like you're not being heard by them, because they probably think that it's a little argument, a little tiff, that you're just having a rough patch. But please, if these signs are present, you are dealing with a narcissistic person and you need to get out. It does not get better. Trust me, it does not get better, and you can survive this. Last stage that you will find yourself within when you're dealing with a narcissistic partner is you'll constantly be discarded. Now, they can either outright discard you because they have another narcissistic supply, which is going to feed their ego better than you, because you are constantly bringing up these issues to them and you're constantly realizing that, you know what, they are a narcissist. And when you bring it to their attention, they'll say, no, you're the victim, you're the narcissist, you done this, you done that. They will never hold themselves responsible for anything, and even if they do, please be warned, it is temporary. So they can either discard you outright, or they will or if you discard them, they will constantly pop up. They won't be normal and just leave the relationship where it is. They'll email you, they'll contact your friends, they will manipulate the situation, send you paragraphs and paragraphs to show you that, you know what, you're the one who messed up, and they will say to you, you're not going to find anyone like me, no one will want you, you've got baggage. They will put you down so you feel as if you're stuck with them, but you're not. You can get out, and when you do decide to get out, you will feel a sense of relief. The first few weeks and the first few months, you will still be having that narcissistic kind of emotional abuse still lingering, because you may feel anxious, you may feel very confused. Often they've manipulated the situation, so you do go running back, but please don't. This is temporary pain. All pain is temporary, and you can get through it. So if you have decided after this video that you're going to leave, or you have already left, how can you heal from narcissistic abuse? Please exercise self-love. Start going to the gym. Reach out to friends and family who you have probably not even connected with. Tell them what you're going through. Another way, write a letter of every single thing that this person has done to you, to really get it off your own shoulders so you feel like you're relieved. Get rid of every single thing they've ever brought you. Block them off Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, whatever you want to do. And even if that takes time, slowly implement that into your life, because it is so important to do. Another way to really get over narcissistic abuse can be by praying. Really reach out to God and ask Him to heal you as a person on a consistent basis. And if you want to do it from a more spiritual point of view with meditation, you can even do it with meditation as well. So you can meditate, you can really heal yourself, and you can find guided meditations to heal your love energy, because you don't want to have this narcissistic abuse that you've suffered from to fall into other relationships that you're going to have in the future. You need to completely heal yourself by exercising self-love. Please realize that you are in a very vulnerable situation. So you need to go life coaching, you need to go counseling, and you need to also seek professional help. Trust me, your friends and family can only support you up to an extent, but you will need to talk about it in detail with a professional person to help you implement steps into your life to identify. Next time if a narcissist comes, you will be aware, and you will not let that ever overspill into future relationships, because you will notice the early warning signs. Guys, I hope this video helped you, and I do really understand if you're in this situation, and please realize there is a way out. You don't need to feel stuck. You don't need to feel like you're emotionally drained. There's a way out. It will take time, and it will be the harder route to take, but please implement it. Life is way too short for you to be constantly crying, upset, and feeling drained like this. Please seek help. If you want to reach out to me, my details are below. Also subscribe, comment if you like this video, and also feel free to follow me on Instagram with Simmys_secrets. It was a pleasure talking to you guys today, and I really hope that you're educated on what narcissistic abuse is. Take care, guys.